Welcome everybody to another edition to Potato Lounge with Logan.
And Steve. Welcome, potatoes. Welcome.
Alright, Steve, before we start this recording off, by the way, we're playing Wolfenstein 3D, a Xbox original.
Yeah.
Before we start off, Steve, I'm going to go ahead and just tell everybody what Potato Lounge is now. We've kind of alternated what Potato Lounge was, which was movie talks, which made sense before when we had the idea. We've kind of switched it up.
That was a French fry. What are we now?
Now we are kind of, growing in size. In
Potato
a way
skins right now.
In a way, we're baked potatoes in a way now. We want to report on not just movies and TV shows. We want to report on games too.
Okay.
And that's one of the things that I've kind of taken to interest is I want to report on these things too. And I feel like it's one-sided us reporting just about movies because
we got to be around it.
It's very capitalized in how people view them.
Yeah, you don't want to just have a plain potato. You want bacon, sour cream, cheese on it.
Yeah.
That's what we are.
But you know what? Now that I just wanted to go ahead and just inform everybody as to what Potato Lounge was now, and now that everybody is aware as to what Potato Lounge is, let's get started. Shall we? All right.
What's behind door number one?
Now, in regards to the Rocket League cross-platforming, Xbox has come out and said, and this was a few weeks back, they have come out and said that they are ready for any developer to take advantage of the cross-platforming since Rocket League. And honestly, I can see that with a few games. Rocket League, Smite, Warframe, and then any multiplayer AAA game like Call of Duty or
Do you think,
Star
what about
Wars.
Overwatch? Do you think
definitely Overwatch and Battleborn, because Overwatch is definitely a really big Blizzard, and Blizzard's doing it with Xbox too.
Oh, yeah.
And it would make sense for them to do a cross-platforming between the Xbox and the between Xbox and PC. But it would also be neat for them to do it between PS4 too, because PS4 is also with that. But you know what? That's Xbox is right now taking the stand front of cross-platforming more than PS4 is or PlayStation is.
They're taking that big step forward.
Yeah. Well, next is we found out the front runner for the standalone Han Solo movie, Alden Ehrenreich. Ehrenreich. He was in Hail Caesar in 2016, which is this year. But he was in that movie, and he is now the frontrunner for the Han Solo standalone film, which will be directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who both directed Lego Movie and Jump Street 21, I think. Both of them. Jump Street 21 and 22, I think.
Do we have a date for that movie?
I believe... Yes, it is. Release date of May 25th, 2018.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be after... I think it's going Rogue One, which is this year. Episode... What are we at? 8 now?
Yes.
Episode 8, and then it's going to go Han Solo, and then it's going to go Episode 9.
Okay.
So they're kind of splitting it between the years to
Would you think it would be another movie between Episode 8 and 9? Besides,
no,
like
I think they'll leave it at anthologies, because right now, at least that's what I'm kind of hoping for them to leave it at an anthology, because right now it's Rogue One an anthology, Han Solo anthology. If they leave it that way, then they should be somewhat fine with it.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's just one of those things you got to wait for. This one you might actually like. Michael Keaton is in talks to play the villain role for the Spider-Man movie, which has a release date of July 7th, 2017.
Okay. Do we know what villain?
There is no specifics on his role, but he's right now in talks with Marvel about doing it because he was the Batman in Tim Burton Batman. So there's talks about that, but I think he got an Oscar for Birdman in 2014, so that's a big deal. But I don't really know. You're the Spider-Man guy.
He's gonna play Vulture, hands down. He was Birdman, so yeah, he's gonna be Vulture. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
but it's probably a good possibility because we haven't seen anything with Vulture.
Any ideas as to what his role will be?
Like the role,
like
of
his villain,
the villain?
His villain role, yeah. Like what villain will he be?
I think he'll be Vulture.
I didn't know that was a villain. So
Yeah,
that's my mistake.
Probably the worst villain you could be.
Villain,
but civilian.
Yeah.
Not a bad, but I don't know. It'd be pretty interesting. But that would be my best guess, unless they decide to put in another enemy role that has already been portrayed.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me if they did that. But let's continue on. Apparently, Deadpool 2, and if I could read my handwriting, Deadpool 2 will be directed by Tim Miller.
Okay,
this is confirmed, mind you. So this is actually happening, and he directed the first Deadpool movie. in 2016. In 2016, yes,
This
yes,
is the year that
this
we're
is the year
in
that
right
we're in
now.
right now. Yeah, it's going to be written by Paul Wernick and Reet Reese, who are both writers for Deadpool. But Paul Wernick is also a writer for G.I. Joe Retaliation and Zombieland. G.I. Joe Retaliation in 2013 and Zombieland in 2009. Actually, both writers were on all three of those movies. So they've wrote both movies for the script.
So they have some work together?
Yeah, they've worked together in all three movies. Deadpool, G.I. Joe Retaliation, which was a failure, mind you.
I didn't watch it.
I watched it because I was a G.I. Joe person when I was young.
You and me both, but it was like, ugh.
Yeah, and then Zombieland in 2009. So yeah, they've written for all three movies. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's always good to have some chemistry.
Yeah, and then Stephen Lang is campaigning to appear as Cable in Deadpool 2 also. No releases as to when this movie is going to be released, though. That is the only thing that they're leaving under wraps right now.
Okay. I definitely.
You know who Stephen Lang is?
Did
you watch Avatar?
Yeah.
He was the military dude with the scars on his face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was that dude in the beginning, or in the entire movie. He was kind of the villain, I guess, in a way. Next on our list, now this is I don't know if you have a theater near where you live, but I know I have one. AMC theaters.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, well, it's most common, but some of them are going out of business. So
I am from Cleveland.
Yeah, makes sense. AMC theaters was thinking about adding a section in the theater where you are allowed to use your phones quietly. But before you jump into conclusions, they quickly withdrew that idea. Now, Steve, being avid moviegoers as we are, as ourselves are, what are your ideas about AMC? Them just throwing out an idea about them putting a quiet section into a theater where you can use your phone.
So, I don't want to say I'm anti that idea because
I am anti that idea.
I understand why you would be, but say you're watching a movie that you've been waiting to see, and then you see some random person decides to take out their phone, do their business.
I'll say when I saw Star Wars for the third time, there were people on their phones literally scrolling through. I was like, why?
Exactly.
Enjoy a quality film that is. Even people who, and I realized I saw it 3 times, so I was already used to it. I know everything that was about the film because I love Star Wars: The Force Awakens as a movie from my film perspective.
Son of a
you have a gun, don't you?
Yeah, but I like to save ammo.
Just shoot them. It's not that hard.
I'm very anti-guns. No, I'm just kidding.
Stop being anti-terrorist and just kill them, Steve.
No.
But yeah, that just kind of takes away from the film experience, and I guess
I understand.
From a way I can see the actors, the directors, the producers, and anybody who works on the crew being, why would you add a movie set? Why would you add a quiet section to a film or to a theater where you can use your phone when you spent money to actually watch this thing? Unless you went on a date with someone you absolutely despise and just decide to tweet about it the entire time.
It's very stupid of why people decide to pay money to see a movie. And you're just gonna be on your phone.
Unless you just want to throw money at them, which in that case I would do that to Star Wars because they deserve it.
But
J.J. Abrams especially.
If you're gonna do that, why not have the people that are gonna be on your phones in a separate section so you can actually they would be separate from you. You wouldn't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying it's worthwhile to explore. Not saying it's a definite thing. Hell no.
Yeah.
But it's definitely worthwhile to at least explore.
Yeah. Well, let's go into our next topic. And I mentioned this to you briefly last week about Thor Ragnarok. Rumor that Tessa Thompson will be playing Valkyrie, who was in Creed in 2015 with Sylvester Stallone and Jordan B. Michael. Who was in
Michael B. Jordan?
What did I just say?
Jordan B. Michael.
Jesus, I got that name completely backwards. Holy Lord. Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
He was in Fantastic Four in 2015, so that was a failure of a film too. So, but Creed wasn't. But I don't know anything about Thor in the comics. It was
very good, but
What about? Do you know anything about Valkyrie?
I do not. I would have to ask my dad, to be honest. He's a huge Thor fan, that idiot. But yeah,
it's one of those things that I don't know anything about, but we'll probably figure that out later.
Yeah, give me a day.
Yeah. And we have a kind of a decently sized topic here, and this is a little bit kind of not really a brain buster in a way. James Cameron, who directed the original Avatar back in 2012, I believe, that got $2 billion in revenue. He has come out and said that there will be 4 Avatar sequels.
I've heard about that one.
After the announcement at CinemaCon this year. The first sequel hitting theaters in 2018. He also said that he pushed back the first sequel that's coming out in 2018 to avoid the same weekend opening as Star Wars, because they don't want that unnecessary competition, because it's a respect between the director and the companies, because they're
not stupid.
I gotta admit, James Cameron made a smart choice, not just a smart choice from him on a financial perspective, but on a respect to other people. It would butt heads with people saying, we should see this movie, which is 3 hours long, or we should see this movie, which is 2 hours long. Both have been great films, but one is a trilogy, not just a trilogy anymore. It's turning into just a trifecta of films.
It's just a legend,
except for
a legacy.
Yeah, a legacy in a way. But I gotta admit, that was nice for James Cameron to announce.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a great idea. Good part on his part.
The first sequel hitting in 2018. The next one after that hitting 2 years later in 2020. The next one after that hitting in 2022, and the last sequel hitting in 2023.
Okay.
So he's lined it up for people.
Yeah.
And it would make sense if they decided to make cameos for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Which would be the smart decision, but you have to get everybody on board. I know Sigourney Weaver won't be in it, but you would have to get Mike Sully, whoever, I don't remember who played him, but you'd have to
I have no idea.
You'd have to get him, and then there would be the budget for the green screen, because that's basically what the entire film that's shot on.
Yeah.
But yeah, they made it look pretty and realistic, regardless. But
those
let's
9-foot.
Hopefully, they don't name the ore they're trying to get unobtainium. You know?
Yeah. I think they'll do a good job with it.
It really just depends, really. But we'll go on to one more topic, Steve. One more topic. The last topic of the day. This deals with mobile gaming. I don't do it that often. I did it with Hearthstone.
Okay.
But did you ever play the Atari, Steve?
I have.
You have?
I have.
Okay, well then you might like this. The Atari co-founder says that mobile games make me want to throw my phone. Not solely based on the games like Flappy Bird. No, I'm saying that from a personal perspective after reading this article. He didn't mention anything about Flappy Birds being a bad game, but no, he didn't use that as his example because it didn't make him want to throw his phone. It's other aspects of people, of how they would put more budget into like graphics and whatnot. How companies are focusing on graphics instead of storytelling elements, and how people are using the Pokemon-esque gameplay where you click attack and they do their thing, where it's just that drag animation, or where it's a card game or something like that, or you turn your phone because of the gyrosphere and just make it seem more realistic.
See, on that note, I want to say I would Final Fantasy is a great example of that. Of the one of the games. Didn't play it. Well, they have many mobile games, but what they do, the story-wise, is a best thing, rather than the gameplay being the greatest thing in the world. They focus a lot more on the story. Yeah. As of many Final Fantasy games, which I've always loved. Yeah,
because you're the anime dude.
I am.
You were the anime guy.
I am.
But I'm gonna go ahead and throw this quote out there for you. The co-founder Nolan Bushnell says games like Words with Friends are aimed in the right direction of what mobile gaming should be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Keep it simple.
Yeah. Keep it. What was it? Keep it simple, stupid, something like that.
Yeah, something.
Kiss. Yeah, Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. It's what mobile game should be. Hearthstone, for instance, is a simple game, but it's very competitive.
Yeah.
Whereas with Friends is a simple game, but very competitive.
I think I can, those little games like I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard of it. Heads Up, shit like that. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other examples.
I understand that there's some mobile games that people don't like. For instance, I played the hell out of Infinity Blade because I thought it was kind of interesting, and because of my honest to God stupidity, I thought it was like a Dark Souls kind of game. But you know what? It's not. You basically run through the same scenario every time, and all you do is swipe your finger on it, which I can understand Nolan's point. What was his name? Bushnell's point of view with saying that it's more based on graphics and not storytelling.
Yeah.
Infinity Blade is really based on, it's a graphics telling game where it's beautiful as on a phone or tablet, but story wise it makes no sense.
Exactly.
And there's 3 or 4 of them now.
They've been making, I think, pretty good money.
Well, yeah, because they're like $4 a game, or you get them on sale during iOS top sale games, but. I wouldn't know anything about like Android and whatnot, how those games interact with your hands, or if they're different.
Yeah, I only thing I played on an Android was a Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Yeah, which is another card game that he wouldn't hate on. But,
yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah,
passes the time.
Yeah, but you know what? To end up that one, Steve, that was a nice little kind of tidbit of information about people, in mobile gaming. Now you guys can tell us if you guys agree with Bushnell on how mobile gaming is compared to PC or console gaming, and just tell us how you guys feel. Because I'll say this again. I know a dear friend of mine loves Hearthstone to death.
Addicted.
Yeah, he's basically addicted, and he loves the strategy type of the game. But the thing is, it just gets tedious after a while, and there's nothing new unless they add a free update or they charge you for card packs. But it's one of those things where you just have to, and microtransactions. That's one of the things that he also mentioned in his article was microtransactions. And how money-based games take away from someone's experience. And exactly. I get that the developers need the money because they made a game for this long, but that's just how it turns out sometimes.
You're killing me. Those money transactions kill me.
Welcome to Call of Duty. But to end that note, even on a negative note, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on Potato Lounge. And if you guys could leave a like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. And we will see you guys in the next one.
Have a good day.
All right. Thank you.